FDI policy has been silent insofar as digital news media is concerned. There were only two limits that applied. For all print news businesses, there is a FDI cap of 26%, while for all television news businesses, there is an existing FDI cap of 49%. What the government has really done yesterday is it has prescribed that digital news media business will have the same cap as that of print. That is, from here on, all digital news media businesses will be able to attract FDI up to 26%. Two or three other important things. One, the entire process of investing in digital news media business will have to happen with government approval. So even if $1 of investment has to come into a digital news media business, that has to happen with government approval. Two, what would be really interesting to see is how it impacts existing businesses. As the government had clarified earlier, television news businesses can attract up to 49% FDI. So there may be existing news channels that are currently running in the television space that have FDI which is higher than 26 but lower than their cap of 49%. For all these businesses, there will be expected to be digital arms of these television channels. Now, it will be interesting to see that if these digital arms are also subjected to the new norms, which is 26% foreign equity, then that would mean that these digital arms will have to be housed in a separate company by the television channel, and then foreign ownership restricted in these digital arms to 26%. Another interesting aspect is how these guidelines will apply to existing digital media players. There are some players that exist in the country where they are almost entirely held by their foreign parent companies. If they qualify under the digital news media definition, then it stands to reason that they will have to reorganize their shareholding, and they may have to look at alternative models such as license models with ownership transferring to Indian hands. One of the most interesting fallouts of this new policy could be in terms of its impact on news aggregators. It's interesting to see how digital news media will be finally defined in the detailed guidelines that come from the government. Right now we only have a press release. In the final guidelines, if news aggregators are also covered, that may impact some players in the space as well as a number of private equity or venture capital funds that have invested in these players. So we will need to keep a lookout for the detailed guidelines. Once the detailed guidelines are with us, some of these aspects will get clarity, but it's very clear that there will be an across the board impact of these guidelines on the digital news media space.